Hello, students. How are you all? Hope you are safe, fit, and fine at home, simultaneously studying and going through all the classes that are being prepared for you of all the subjects. In this week, we are going to take up the next unit, that is Unit 6. It's a poem called When You Are Old. I am Prajakta Kulkarni, lecturer, Department of English, KLS Gopte PU College of Commerce and Science. Now, before we start with the poem actually, let us have a look at the poet and go through his introduction. So, in this slide, you can see his picture here. This is William Butler Yeats. He lived from the year 1865 to 1939. So, some introduction about the poet. William Butler Yeats, we generally call him W.B. Yeats. W.B. Yeats is an Irish poet and one of the foremost figures of the 20th century literature. His early poetry is part of the Irish literary revival and it uses the history, myths, and heroic figures of Ireland. Yeats wrote plays. He was one of the founders of the Abbey Theatre in Dublin and was witness to the revolutionary politics of Ireland. Under the influence of Ezra Pound, he began to write modernist poetry. He is one among the great love poets of the world. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1923. So, every poet has his or her own style of writing. Sometimes it is influenced by some other poet whom he or she may be considering as their role model, or even sometimes may be inspired by other poets or writers. So, we can say that every poet has his or her own style of writing. So then, let us see what style does William Yeats follow to write his poems. Here in the slide you can see Yeats, his poetry style. Yeats is considered one of the key of the 20th century English language poets. He was a symbolist poet, using allusive imagery and symbolic structures throughout his career. He chose words and assembled them so that, in addition to a particular meaning, they suggest abstract thoughts that may seem more significant and resonant. His use of symbols is usually something physical that is both itself and a suggestion of other, perhaps immaterial or some timeless qualities. So, this particular poem is symbolic of certain physical aspects combined with timeless qualities. Okay, when you read the title itself, you will understand what theme you are going to read. The name of the poem is When You Are Old. Okay. Then, so like every lesson in this unit 6 also, you have two questions in the pre-reading activity. Let us see what are those questions. Because if we are able to, why it is said pre-reading, before you read the poem, if you try to analyze answers to the questions that are asked in the pre-reading activity, then the understanding of the poem that follows will be much more easier. Okay. So then, the first question in the pre-reading activity asks us, is there a difference between love and infatuation? I guess the age that you are now in, you have heard both these words many a times, love and infatuation. Still, let us know what the two words mean exactly. So first, let us know what is the meaning of the word infatuation. You might have come across this word many a times in your daily life, in your friend circle, when you are discussing so many things, since you are on the threshold of your youth now. So this is a very common word you might have come across. Then what does it actually mean? Infatuation means an intense but short-lived passion or admiration for someone or something. See, in simple words, infatuation means sometimes you start liking a person or a thing all of a sudden, but that liking, that passion, that attraction towards that thing or that person remains for a short period. It is not long lived. It does not remain. The feelings for liking of that thing or that person or that activity remains for only a short period. It does not remain for a long time in your life. That is infatuation. See, once again we repeat, infatuation means an intense, severe, intense but short-lived, short-term passion, liking, admiring for someone or something. Okay. Then what is love? This is a very wide term and can take many hours together if I go on explaining, but I have just put it in one sentence. See, love is knowing the good and bad of someone but still loving them all the same. See, when you love something or some person, that thing or that person will be having both the sides, that is good and bad, good habits, bad habits, good uses of that thing or bad uses of that thing. Okay, so along with those good and bad, however that person is or however that thing is, no matter whether it is good sometimes, whether it is bad sometimes, but still the love, the feeling, the admiration, the affection that you feel for that person or that thing remains the same no matter what the situation changes to. That is love. Then, do you think there is a difference between love and infatuation? That is the first question of your pre-reading activity, right? So now we know the two terms in their own literal and extended meanings. What is love and what is infatuation? But then what is the difference? See, love is a gradual feeling. Gradually, you start loving something or someone, whereas infatuation is a sudden feeling. All of a sudden you get infatuated to something or someone. Then love is realistic, love is real, factual, whereas infatuation is idealistic, only thoughts. Then love seeks to give happiness to the other person, whereas infatuation seeks to find happiness in the other person. This is a big, huge difference. Read the sentence properly, students. When you love someone or when you love something, you try to give all the happiness to that person. That is love. Whereas if you are infatuated to a person or a thing, you try to find happiness in them. You try to extract happiness. Extract means get from them. See, there are two different aspects. Love is to give, infatuation is to expect, to extract, to get, to ask. Correct? Hope you are getting the difference now. Then see, love focuses on internal character, whereas infatuation focuses on external looks. Again, a huge big difference. See, when you love a thing or a person, you don't bother how that person looks, whether he is beautiful, ugly, handsome, dark, tall, short, fat. These things don't matter. What matters is how caring that person is, how helpful that person is, how affectionately he or she treats you. So the internal character matters in love. Love focuses more on the qualities of that person or that thing, whereas infatuation focuses on external looks. When you get infatuated, that is not to be confused as love, because infatuation is a short term feeling which comes only when you feel, oh, that boy looks so handsome. That is infatuation. If you feel attracted only because of the external looks of that person or a thing, then it is purely infatuation. That is why we differentiate, saying love focuses on internal character, that is behavior, or the qualities that the person or the thing possesses, whereas infatuation focuses on external looks. Externally, how that thing or the person looks is more important when you are infatuated. Then, Love strengthens the relation even in separation, whereas infatuation weakens the relation in separation. If the two persons who are in love are separated from each other, the bonding of that love, that feeling strengthens more and more. The feeling of affection and love for the other person goes on becoming stronger and stronger even after being separated. But infatuation weakens this. If you are separated and it is merely infatuation, it weakens you. You are least bothered about it and you tend to forget that infatuation. Then, love is a commitment, whereas infatuation is just a feeling. Love is a commitment. When you love something, say for example, you are an athlete and you love playing some particular game, that is a commitment. You are committed to do it, follow it, practice it every day. Yes? But infatuation is just a feeling. For 2 days you feel a liking for some game. After 4 days the feeling subsides and you are no more attached with that game. That is infatuation. Then, love is a feeling of being faithful, being consistent. Consistent means regular, stable, as it is today, tomorrow, day after, forever. It remains the same, it never changes. Whereas infatuation is temporary and highly emotional. So the emotional imbalance can cause the subside of infatuation. So then, do you think perception of love changes as one gets older? That is your question number 2 in the pre-reading activity. Perception means understanding or the visualization, how you see it, how you perceive it, how you try to get its perception, how you happen to see it, visualize it. So we read that love is constant, correct? If love changes or alters, then it is not love. Because when you love something or someone, we accept that thing or that person with all the flaws, with all the faults in it. So, if we cannot accept the thing or person along with the flaws, the faults, the defects, then it is just infatuation. That is why a very, very great writer of English literature, Shakespeare, says that love is not love if it alters with alterations and removes with a remover. It is just not like anything that you can take an eraser and erase it out. Love is not something of that kind. So, the perception of love goes on changing as you grow older. In your youth days, being in love or loving someone is a different perspective. Love remains constant, but the ways of expressing it are different and they keep on changing as your age goes older. So it is clear that the feeling of true love does not change with the age, the looks, and the status. In fact, it gets stronger with time. See, when you love some person, today the girl or that boy is very beautiful, very handsome, you fall in love. But when the gradually age goes on, you go on aging, the physical appearance goes on changing. So the same beautiful girl or the handsome boy may not look as beautiful or as handsome as he was then in the youth. But love is constant. However he or she looks, you still love that person. That is what we say, love does not change with age, with looks. Today you might be a very rich person falling in love with a very rich girl or a boy, but if the status changes after a certain period, you really love that person, your love will not change because the status has changed. Yes, love does not alter along with the age, the looks, or the status. In fact, when you love something or someone truly, these factors don't at all matter. In fact, the bonding of love goes on getting stronger and stronger as the time passes. Hope you have understood what we are focusing on, and now you are able to relate with the title of the poem, When You Are Old. Right? We'll get back to the poem. So this is the pre-reading activity, and we stop this class here itself only with this much of explanation and the pre-reading base for you. In the next class, let us read the poem and understand it. So, see you in the next class in the next week. But till then, go through these points again and again and read the poem from your textbook, unit number 6, When You Are Old. We shall take up the poem in the next class. Till then, bye. Thank you.